Hello everyone, welcome to Joyful Creations. This is Jayashree this side. In this tutorial I'm sharing with you a process on how you can make cute succulent planters using empty paint or gel medium jars from Finnabair. But before we begin, I request you to please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated with my latest videos. To begin with, I have these cute little empty jars of rust paste and art pebbles from Finnabair, and also one bigger empty jar of texture paste. I'm simply peeling off the labels from them and then just slightly scrubbing them with sandpaper so that the colors that we will be adding on these jars don't peel off after a certain period of time, as these are plastic jars. Once that is done, I'm covering all three jars with heavy gesso black from Expressions Craft. You can use any gesso. If you want to use a white base, you can use white gesso as well. And you can see here how smoothly I am able to apply gesso on them after scrubbing, and there are no patches formed, which usually happens on the plastic surface. And I'm covering the inside of the jars with black gesso as well. Now I have pre-made some molds using clay. I have used Thai clay here. You can use any clay or resin for this. Resin wouldn't work, but any type of clay should work here. These are still wet and can be molded to any shape I want. If you are using resin, the resin will have to be casted completely dried before you use it. So resin wouldn't work here. I'm using here Regal Trimmings and Elegant Borders mold. I am going to adhere them on the top edge of these jars. I'm using Heavy Body Gel here to adhere them. You can use any gel medium available with you for the same. Now moving on, I am embellishing these jars using clay molds made with mechanicals and cogs and wings molds from Finnabair. I am again using Heavy Body Gel to adhere them. Now unlike the previous molds, these ones aren't wet, so you can use resin to cast these molds. Again I have used the same Thai clay here, as well as since I ran out of Thai clay, I also used some molded from Fevicryl. It's basically the two-part where you mix part A and part B and you get a clay, that one. These are completely dry and it will break if you try to bend them. I wanted them this way so that I can add some dimensional effect in my composition. And while I'm adhering these embellishments, I'm making sure that I have a focal point and everything else forms a circle around it, going towards the back of the jar. Now I'm doing this so that this planter, if kept in an open desk, people can see the embellishments from all around. I started with the composition on the bigger jar first. I did struggle a lot while adhering them, I won't lie to you, but trust me, it was all worth it when the project came to life. I'm using the similar composition on all the three jars to maintain symmetry, as I will be placing them on a panel together. Please do give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy watching my tutorials, especially the mixed media projects, as it helps me create more such content for you. Also, please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because as per my analytics, 65% of my audience has not subscribed to my channel. It will help me grow and keep me motivated to make more videos for you. Now in case you want to buy the products I am using in this tutorial, I have given the list of supplies in the description box below, so you can check it out. You can also connect with me on other social media platforms where I keep sharing my other projects. The links are in the description box below. I was very inspired by the Trash to Treasure challenge by Finnabair and wanted to make something. I was also inspired by Katja's project where she used empty gel medium jars to create a holder. She is one of Finnabair's design team member and you must watch her videos. Now once I'm done with the basic composition, I'm adhering some art pebbles from Finnabair and water droplets in the size number 4 from Dress My Craft. I'm randomly adding them in the empty spaces as per the size that can fit there. You can totally skip this step if you don't have art pebbles. Next I have here a platform or the panel I have created on which I will be placing my planters. I am adding some stretched medical gauze on the base and then painting with black gesso, which will help in adhering it. I created this panel using a 1-inch thermocol adhered between two heavyweight chipboard pieces. Since I didn't have access to any MDF or wood panel in this lockdown period, I thought of using these supplies which were available at my home, and since it is trash to treasure project, I thought why not. Now once I have covered it in gesso, I am placing the planters on it and adhering art stones all around them. I have mixed all three sizes of stones together with some 3D matte gel from Finnabair so that they stick to each other as well as to the base properly. You can completely skip this step as well if you don't have art stones, as we have already given a nice texture to the panel base using medical gauze. And if you don't have any medical gauze and have stencils, you can use that as well. I added some of these stones to my jars as well and painted it all with black gesso. Now to add colors to the project, I initially decided to use only the new matte waxes from Finnabair. So I am starting by covering everything with rusty brown wax. This is going to be my base color because I wanted to give an earthy tone to my planters. To the patina blue color of the wax and applying it just randomly here and there on the jar and letting the brown color peek through. Next, I am using the patina green color of the wax in the similar way like we did the patina blue color, just filling in the spots randomly here and there. I am also drying the waxes in between and dabbing off the excess with tissue, as my waxes were a little runny due to the hot weather here. Now moving on, I am using the vintage gold metallic wax to highlight some parts of the embellishments and bring out the brown earthy tone in the base that we initially added. Repeating the same coloring on the panel base as well, and now the colors were a little dull to my liking, so I decided to add a touch of rusty red metallic paint. So I'm simply dabbing this paint here and there like I did with the waxes. I also added a splash of yellow shade with the help of Distress Oxide spray in the color Spiced Marmalade. It really brought out the contrast I was looking for, but unfortunately I couldn't record it as my camera's battery died and I didn't realize it. I also adhered these jars in their places with both heavy body gel and hot glue. I really hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial and are inspired to convert your trash into treasure. Please do give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the tutorial. And do let me know in the comment section below what kind of videos would you like me to make more of. Last but not the least, do subscribe to the channel before you go. Until next time, stay home, stay safe and keep crafting. Bye bye.